Hey, me Matt here, and another nice day for a nature walk video. Won't be as far because it's really fucking hot. So, basically, if you don't know by now, guys still haven't watched Dynamite yet, but word on the street is the fallout from All In. And you know, the fact of the matter is that I made a video about this a couple days ago with the whole CM Punk thing. Obviously, Killer Kyle and myself did a video about it. He actually just recently uploaded a video for the first time in a while, so go check that out. I might even post a link to that. And subscribe, as always. But anyways, yeah. So it appears that because of the fight, CM Punk, Kenny Omega and Young Bucks, or Phil, Tyson, and Nick and Matt have all been suspended. Stripped of the titles as per usual, which makes All Out basically absolutely fucking pointless, you know? I remember when I was a kid, and there was a fight that broke out, or hell, there was a school substitute teacher that basically one of the students had caused a trouble issue, and basically, when you think about it, the regular teacher comes back and finds out about it, and you would think that we're in trouble. The whole class, not just the one brat that fucked it all up for everyone. And that's happened before. And this is kind of what this reminds me of. This is kind of like, alright, so this is crap, in my opinion. And the fact of this, was it worth just letting those guys out? The triple tag team champions, or the trios tag team champions, basically was for nothing. I mean, we have new triple trio tag champions in the Death Triangle, which I think is awesome. I will watch this match. And now, next week, a rematch with Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. And I'm like, they had a good match last week on Dynamite. This week should be, well, next week rather, should be fun. I know that Chris Jericho cut an epic promo on Dynamite. And wouldn't you know it, no Stokely Hathaway reason to why the Casino Battle Royal got cut short. And that really pisses me off. Because that really didn't need to happen, and I don't know why that happened. In fact, there's a lot of people in that area that should be suspended. Stokely Hathaway, W. Morrissey, I guess, maybe, and I don't know the other two. To me, that was just utter stupidity and childish. There was no goddamn reason for it. And I pretty much saw this coming. CM Punk especially. Here's a guy that was in WWE, the voice of the voiceless, Grand Slam champion, whatever. Caused a lot of grief, with the whole Colt Cabana thing, and the trial that he wanted to sue WWE for basically a misdiagnosed, I think it was a staph infection. And, his shitty MMA career that I mentioned in the All Out prediction video. And then, so I was glad to see him back in a wrestling world. I really was. And I was a big fan of CM Punk. Of course, this shit had to happen. and it just makes me sick. So there's that whole thing. I think that AEW is becoming the company, even though it's pretty much still in its infancy. It is becoming the company that WWE was. You know, they don't necessarily have their shit together. And that's a real shame, because you have that company that could have been taken to more places. And my man wrote on, like, I did a little blurb on the Rules of Fury Facebook page, which was like, basically, and it's the truth. You know, the honeymoon's over. The WWE is winning now that Vince is out of office, out of commission, whatever he is. And I'll get to that in a second. But I'll watch Dynamite, I'll see what happens, and yeah, pretty much that's the way it is right now. And honestly, in my opinion, Tony Khan is to blame. You know, you're a head of a company and you're letting the inmates run the asylum. I don't care who started the company, but Tony Khan, if you're in charge, you need to start fucking taking responsibility for your actions of the wrestlers that you've hired. And what happened at that press conference was absolute horseshit. It absolutely was. That's 5th grade bullshit. So, anyways, Raw was good. Braun Strowman is back. We'll talk about that. One of the chats, I'm not even sure what I'm thinking about for this weekend coming up, but that's what it is. Braun is back. Johnny Gargano came back from Toronto. He's going to wrestle again next week. So at least WWE is looking up. You know, yeah, Dominic Mysterio is now a part of Judgment Day, which I think is a pretty awesome thing. In my opinion, he needs to branch out on his own. It might be stupid, but that's just my opinion. So, Impact, I don't know what the hell is going on right now. I still have to watch that. But, anyways, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say right now. And, yeah, we'll see what happens with AEW in the near future. I hope they get their shit together, I really do. If you're gonna be the company to compete with WWE, even Impact Wrestling. So yeah, I didn't think that WWE was gonna be better in the ratings than AEW. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
You know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews,